Hi guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Well, we've seen a lot of people fight for inmates, parents and wives and things like that. And usually when there's a probation revocation, it's the PO that asks for it. Well, we're going to flip the script today. And this guy has no idea, none, how lucky he is.
This matter makes sense, and it looks like you're on the same page, Mr.
Yes.
Drabsky. So do I have Shondale Davis?
Dude, there he's back in the courtroom.
CR 2932 and 23 CR 3958. We are set for review today. We've been trailing a misdemeanor case out of D, and it looks like, well, they were set this morning. In fact, we were trailing, waiting for you to finish there.
No, not guilty pleas were entered. It looks like we have an October trial date. But I think they do have another date in September. I was just asking that we come back towards the end of September for another review.
Other than the new case, are we complying?
Your Honor, if I could give a verbal statement to the court. Please do. After staffing this case with the rest of my team, they thought it would be imperative for me to give an update on Mr. Davis's behavior in our appointments. So while he isn't directly uncompliant with probation, we've had to kick him out of two separate appointments that we've had. If I could just give you a brief timeline.
Appointments with you here in the courthouse?
Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor. Back in May, we had a sanction appointment with my supervisor, probation supervisor, LaTanya Scott, in where we gave him a homework assignment for coping skills and anger management. Obviously, we've had some concerns with the pending DV misdemeanor matters and kind of some of the alleged escalated behavior in those matters. Upon returning for the next appointment in June, he didn't have it and lied to probation, saying that it was in his car. When we tried to discuss what kind of coping skills he did have when he does get angry, he was unable to name anything. After becoming kind of escalated during the appointment, he stood up and said, I quote, "You're not my fucking psychologist," to which we removed him from the appointment. As we were leaving the appointment, he stopped in the hallway and said that he lied about completing the homework and that he actually lost it. So we gave him another copy, similar homework assignment, still focusing on anger management and coping skills, to which the next appointment a week later, he lost it again. So we've had two separate instances, the one that I already mentioned, and then the second one happened at our last appointment, to which he kind of out of the blue referred to this officer never experiencing loss before. He was talking about losing his grandparents and kind of some of the struggles that he's had with that. So he became escalated during that appointment as well, and we asked him to leave. When staffing this with my team, I think our main concern is that obviously there's a lot of stability factors, employment. There's a lot of things going on in his life right now that are making it difficult for him to complete his last SEMA class with us, and not being able to pay for it. My concern is that he's telling me that he's not receiving any work from day labor, but he's going every day. Meanwhile, also telling me that he's overqualified to get a job. So I think we are struggling with a lack of accountability. We are struggling with what to do next. My team thought it would be a good idea for me to ask if we can set a due date for that SEMA class about 2 months out.
Judge wants to lock him up at this point, right now.
All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
And so you want a due date in 2 months for the SEMA class and, quite frankly, a due date for the homework I'm hearing about as well would make sense. Okay. And you're not asking that I remand him into custody today?
No, Your Honor.
This guy's about to go to jail. He is this close.
Mr. Davis, you're not entitled to bond. This is a probation revocation. I can take you into custody and hold you without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor. I was just.
Hang on. I guarantee your attorney does not want you to explain things to me. If I take you into custody, I will hold you without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You just sat through an extremely lengthy sentencing that I'm still, quite frankly, not sure I did the right thing. And you saw the impact a probation officer can have. It's not the same sentencing argument. We're not even handling sentencing today. I want to let you know the reason you're going to walk out of this courtroom today is because your probation officer, who it sounds like you're not treating very respectfully, is not asking me to take you into custody. That's why you're going to walk out of my courtroom today. So maybe instead of yelling at him next time, you can thank him for the fact that you're still on bond and treat him with respect. He is trying to help you the same way our last probation officer was working with that defendant. And 100% clear, he is the reason you're walking out of my courtroom today. Because when I hear behavior like that, had he filed a complaint and report, or even just asked today that I remand you, I'd be calling the deputies right now and I'd be holding you without bond. Because you are not entitled to bond. You have 2 months to get this SEMA class done, and I'm going to set a review. And I'm going to set a review earlier than 2 months just to make sure we're on track and doing things. I understand the other case isn't set till the end of September, but I need to make sure you're meeting with your probation officer and you're being respectful and getting the other requirements done. So you have 2 months to get that SEMA class done. How long should this homework assignment take?
It should take about a week, Your Honor. I
Okay.
can get him another copy of that today.
All right. You're not to leave this courthouse until you have a copy of that homework assignment, and you're not to lose it. I'm going to set a review in 2 weeks. That's double the amount of time that should take. You're going to have the homework assignment done and turned in. And I understand the SEMA class may not be done yet, but we're going to be on track and we're going to be respectful with probation. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're going to be back in front of me.
Honor, I know the court's going to want to say August 6th.
Find coverage, or I can take him into custody today.
I'll find coverage.
There we go. August 6th at 8:30 for review. And as long as that homework assignment is turned in and we're not having continued disrespectful outbursts like this, he'll walk back out of my courtroom again on that day with whoever's covering. If I get a different report, I will remand you on that day. And again, if I remand you, I will hold you without bond.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'll see you back August 6th at 8:30. That homework's going to be done and turned in prior to that date. And I guess we can certainly, I assume, have the SEMA class scheduled by then, even though it may not be done. So you can update me on that and let me know if there are any continued behavior concerns. I appreciate the update.
Thank you.
After that, if things are going well, I'll set a review for either after the misdemeanor case or after the SEMA class is completed, depending on how things are going. Do you have an appointment with him that you want to put on the record?
I do, Your Honor. We just discussed that outside.
Okay, when is that?
I believe, apologies, my computer.
Fair
is
enough.
not, but
Okay.
it's-
Then I'm going to order that you make that appointment, the one you just scheduled. And if you miss that appointment, I'm also going to remand you. And you're going to make it, and you're not going to be asked to leave early. You're going to finish the probation appointment respectfully. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I will see you back August 6th with probably Mr. Shaw, but whoever Mr. Grabsky has cover.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So lucky. So the judge keeps talking about the hearing before. We are going to see that. Not right now. I'm going to put out another video of that hearing too. And this judge probably can't sleep at night thinking about what he did with her. And you'll see why. It was hard. It was a hard decision he had to make. Um, and he explains the reasons why he did it. This one, I don't understand. The probation office didn't ask for him to be revoked, or he would have. I thought the judge was still going to revoke him. This judge just does. This judge, if you get probation, is your second chance. So you don't get any more chances when you're on probation, because this probation is your second chance, and that's how this judge is. But he also doesn't like to step on the probation's toes, because they try really hard. So this guy is either going to immediately right his ship, or he's going to be shipped right to prison. And who knows? He's probably going to go there. He has another case in D. Yes. So, not a good time to be pissing off your PO if you're already on probation and you're picking up more cases, and now you're in here for a violation. Come on, dude. Wake up. Wake up. All right, guys. I love Colorado. Thanks for coming out. I'll see you again real soon. Bye, guys.